Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ange if you haven't met me before, and today we are on the way to the Sydney Collectors Plant Fair. So I have been looking forward to this fair for about a year now. It got cancelled last year because of you know what, and today is the day. It is a culmination of plant growers from Australia. So we've got native growers, we've got tropical growers, and just succulents and everything like that. So I'm so excited. It is now 8:07 in the morning. We were supposed to be here at 8, but we ran a little bit behind schedule. At the moment we've got some traffic, but I will check back in with you when we get there. Hi cows. Hi. Hi. All right guys, so we are here at the fair. We are waiting in the line. We've been in the line for about what would you say, 40 minutes now?
Right.
40 minutes. It's been a long time, but finally the line is moving, so we'll be there soon. Here we are at the Collectors Plant Fair, and this is a lovely Anthurium crystallinum baby for $75. And then they also had some xanthosomas here. I think this is the Mickey Mouse plant. This bloom and green stall had nice little baby plants. So we have a lot of different kinds of begonia. This one is the begonia seismoria or something. They also had my favorite little begonias, the begonia bilmoris, and some gorgeous neon syngoniums. I fell in love with these tiny begonia escargots, but I definitely could not keep that alive, so I didn't pick it up. Here we are entering Hoya Heaven. They had so many different varieties. Unfortunately, I actually had a lot of the varieties they had, but they had such amazing deals on them. These mini ones were all $15 each. They had some beautiful Hoya Pottier Chiang Mai, some random Kerrii, and I was going to get it, but I thought the leaves had a little bit of damage on it, so I ended up letting it go. This is my inner child coming out. I found this plant called Horny Wonder, and I thought it was hilarious. P.S. Stephen thought it was hilarious too. I see a Monstera elbow. It's $2,000, but I want it. Please? I spotted some more Rex begonias, this tiger begonia, and I've killed this twice, so I'm not allowed to get it. We are now entering the Carnivorous Plant Society, and they had such an awesome collection of Sarracenias. Look how many little sundews and droseras they have for $5, and some beautiful healthy nepenthes. The Tropical Plant Society had this insanely huge Anthurium balayoanum. I'm kind of regretting not getting this Colocasia Black Magic for only $8. They had this insanely rare philodendron for $390. I really wanted it, but I didn't have the money. I was just checking out the unicorn section, you know, the variegated Polybotrias, the philodendron Florida beauties and ghosts. Ah, a girl can dream. It was really nice nice to see some philodendron gigas because I've never seen them sold in person before. So this Piper is a plant I've wanted for quite a while, and I decided on getting it. I came back to the store, but by the time I came back, they were sold out. So lesson learned, if you want a plant, don't hesitate. They had so many alocasia green velvets, but I refrained. I'm kind of regretting that now. But for the biggest steal of the day, I saw all of these Anthurium vitarifoliums for only $35. That is the cheapest I've ever seen them. And of course I had to show that they had some philodendron pink princess, and some of them actually had a lot of pink on them. If you're looking for string of turtles, they had so many and they were so full for only $15. I am now home from the Plant Collector Fair. I had such an amazing time. I'm absolutely exhausted. We were only there for about 3-4 hours, but I just feel so tired from all the walking, and it was just really hot as well. So I'm ready to take a little nap. But I thought you guys would like to see what I got, and I'm really happy with the purchases that I did make. So I think I will start off with the last plants I got actually, but they are just cuttings. So I can't remember exactly which stall I got this from, but if I do remember, then I will write it down on the bottom of the screen. But they had an amazing selection of epiphyllum cuttings. So each cutting was $6.50, I believe. So I got 3 different cuttings. So the first one I got is this one here. This is called an Epiphyllum Queen of the Night. And I was actually really excited to see this. I've wanted this for a little while. It has that beautiful flower that flowers at nighttime, hence the name. So I thought this was actually a really nice sized cutting, and I plan to actually make multiple cuttings from it. So I might take like this section, and actually cut this main section into like 3, just so I have a higher chance of survival for, you know, making a real plant. But that is the first one. I'm super excited about that. The second epiphyllum cutting I got is called Epiphyllum Greg. That's what I think it was called. I hadn't seen this one before, but I just liked the color of the like sun stressing on the edges. And again, like the Queen of the Night cutting, I am probably just gonna cut this up into little pieces and root them separately. But that is the second one I got. The last little cutting I got was just an impromptu one. It was up at the like counter where you paid, and this was only $5. I don't remember exactly what kind of cutting it was, but it was a Stapelia, and it has this like furry feeling to it, and I just thought it was like really unique looking. So I thought that I could just stick it in with the rest of my cacti and succulents outside and hope that it grows. But it was really cool to see such a good assortment of different kinds of epiphyllum. They had all your like rickrack cactus and things like that. And I thought it was really affordable to, you know, start up a collection. So I tried to only pick 3 that I really wanted. They all look quite similar to me, so those are the ones that I chose. The second stall that I purchased some things at was the Carnivorous Plant Society, and this stall was one that I was actually really excited to see. And the Carnivorous Society had some really cool different carnivorous plants. They had such a large assortment of different sundews and butterworts and things like that, and for such an affordable price tag as well. So the first plant I got is this Drosera or sundew, and this one is a Capensis Red, and I just honestly could not say no to this color of foliage. So I have the normal kind of green sundew. I'm not really that sure of what species it is, but I just absolutely loved this red color, and I believe this was only $8. So I thought that it was quite a good price, and I'm really excited to see it grow. Apparently they did say that the red one grows a little bit slower than the green one, but that's okay. I'm probably going to trim off these little broken and dried up leaves, I guess, on the bottom, but that is fine, and I'm going to place it on my kitchen windowsill. So the second plant I got from the Carnivorous Plant Society is this Nepenthes plant, and I believe this one is called the Red Leopard, and I thought this one was such a good size for the price. So this was only $12. So if you see this size in your normal garden centers, it would probably be at least $30. So I thought it was a good deal for that. It has some nice size pictures on at the moment. There is a few that are drying up, but that is normal. It looks pretty healthy of a plant, and we do have some new growth here. So I'm not worried about those kind of drying off pictures on the bottom. And I'm just really happy with this. So I think I'm going to try and find a nice sunny spot for these and just keep them nice and moist. The next plant I got, I have absolutely no idea where I purchased this one from. I'm so sorry, but it was this little stand near the kind of middle of the show, and they had these beautiful xanthosomas. So they told me this one was not the Mickey Mouse xanthosoma, but it was called like, oh, there's a cashew inside. But it was called like a lily or something. I'll leave it on the screen because I have it written down somewhere. So they sold these as like unpotted plants, I guess. It does have a fairly good root system, so I'm not too worried about it. I know xanthosomas are the kind of plant that can kind of go into shock from any temperature changes and things and kind of die back to their tubers. So I won't be super surprised if this does die off but come back later on. But I just thought the foliage was absolutely stunning. Gosh, like it looks so kind of deformed, but so pretty. And it was very unique. It's not something that I had seen before. And bye Cash, he's got my receipt. But wish me luck, and I hope this stays alive. We are now on to the last lot of plants I got, and these are definitely my favorites of the day. These were a gift from Steven, so I am eternally grateful. And we visited the, I think it was the Tropical Plant Society or something like that, and they had such an amazing assortment of plants for such a good price tag. So the first plant I got from there was a Hoya crinkle, and I am actually really happy with this plant. I know you guys in the US or other countries find this really readily available, but I have never actually gotten the opportunity to get a Hoya crinkle in person before. They have actually just been really difficult to find, and they look very similar to a normal Hoya carnosa, but they have that little crinkling indentation on the leaves. And this was only $20. I was so stoked with the price, because normally when you see Hoyas, it's like this much for like $10 to $20. So I thought that was such a good steal, and I'm so happy with this. It has 2 growth points, I think, and I will need to give these leaves a little bit of a clean, but I'm so happy with this purchase. The last plant I got is this Hoya motosuke. I'm sorry if I completely butchered that name, but this is a Hoya I haven't seen in person before, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of like a Hoya Chelsea, like this kind of leaf here, not so much these bigger ones, but it was kind of reminiscent of that and had a little bit of splashing, so I just thought it was super cute. And like the other Hoya, it was only $20, so I thought that was such a good steal. And this one here I think has like 2 or 3 growth points. Unfortunately, there was some more growth coming out the end here, but it broke off while we were walking, and oh my goodness, I do see a peduncle. Wow. So hopefully that could flower on me sometime soon, and we have lots of little baby leaves coming up here. I just think the foliage on this is super cute, and it's so full. They had so many other baskets of Hoyas that I had to refrain. Like they had a really full Hoya potsii pot, and then just your normal like Hoya carnosas, but I thought 2 pots of Hoya was enough, seeing as I don't really have much space in my house. Alright, so those are all the plants that I did purchase at the fair today. I really enjoyed my time there. I would probably say I would go again, definitely next year, but I would try and get there a little bit earlier because when I got there it was about like 8 o'clock and that was the time when everyone was coming, so it took me about 40 minutes to get inside, so that's something that I would definitely keep in mind. But overall I had a really good experience. I absolutely loved being able to chat to all the growers about their plants, and you can get some really good advice from them as well. So if you are in Sydney, I would definitely recommend going to next year's plant fair. Alright guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't already, then hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye.